I'm gonna use to try to get this front clip exactly centered on the 460 body. It's a measuring tape, a digital angle, and two different cross lasers. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really nervous. Getting there. I didn't videotape when I was adjusting this one to fit. I think I took it in and out like 5, 6, 7 times to get it to fit where I wanted to. It was a lot of extra cutting because like I told you before, I need the strut towers to be as close to the firewall as possible. But at the same time, I had to raise this up because the 850 struts are longer than the 460. And I noticed that down here, if I got this one flush with the 460 frame rail, that would raise the strut towers high enough. So, and it was a lot of cutting in different places to get it up here. This is actually from the 850. So I did a quick weld there. That's gonna be grind down and make it more proper later on when I get the body on the rotisserie, so I can turn it on the side and upside down. It's also going to be a lot of reinforcements here that going back to this cross member here. But that's also, this was just so I could get these adjustable jack stands off, and so it wasn't any pressure on the body, because now we gotta get this one, the 850 frame rails, we gotta get them lined up now, and that's what we're gonna do with the laser. So I can, when it's straight, I can weld the strut towers to the body, because I need to do that first. Then I gotta cut these ends off. As you can see, they're quite longer than the 460. So, but I got to get this 850 frame rails to really be solid on the body here before I start cutting and things. I brought the 460 front in. This is going back in the front here. So it's going to be a lot of cutting in the frame rails. But let's start measuring. I hope this doesn't get too dark to see on YouTube. I turn off the lights, it's easy to see. So this is a cross laser, a self-leveling one, and I got one center mark down here that goes from this hole to the other hole over there. They're in the exact same position. I also have a hole on the firewall here that's dead center, and I made a mark on the windshield, the center of the windshield, and I also, I don't know if you can see this, but where is it? There. There's a Sharpie mark, and the laser goes straight to the Sharpie mark. That's the center of the rear window, rear glass. So this means that the frame rails, they are centered through the body. And then we have the horizontal line. I made some, you can see here that it's like going around the circle around that bolt. And if we go on the other side, it goes basically the same circle around the bolt, but we can also do like this, make it more precision. You take the measuring tape, I gotta get it out with one hand. I use the mouth. So, and I know there's a bolt hole there. And the laser shows basically two lines, but 85 and 95. Go on the other side. Gotta switch hands. Same bolt hole down here. There's the bolt hole. And here it shows 95. You can also try it up front here. It's like this one. That shows 30.7. We do this side. Oh, what is it? Oh, 30.3. 7 and 3, 4 millimeter difference in the front here. But I still have another thing to check first. But this is basically the laser setup. So let's show you another thing. We also got to check so the body is leveled. Turn this on. This is 0.2 degrees. Not even half a degree. 0.2. That's straight enough for me. You go and check on the other end. This is 0.6. Frame rails are leveled. I know for a fact that the 850 bumper is at 90 degrees here. So try that first. That's 89.5 degree, then half degree off. On the other side, there is 90, 89.7. So that's good enough for me. And we can check the mount here in the front. This kind of it's not even here, so depending on where I put it, but 1/2 degree off, that's okay. Let's do the other side. Half degree off. That means they're the same. Now it's 0, so it depends where you put it on here. 0.7, 0.6, 0.1. It depends on the surface here. It's not completely flat. There's 1.2, 1.1. But that's good enough. This side I can't do underneath. There's not enough room. But I think it's good enough. Any objections? Please let me know in the comments. Let's start getting the strut towers attached. We checked the laser. It's leveled, horizontal and vertical. The body is leveled. The frame rails are where they're supposed to be compared to the bumper. So I guess it's just start sewing. There. Now we can remove the jack stands and it will hold up the front. Some flex in it, but when I do the rest of the welding against the floorboard and the firewall, I set it up on jack stands again, so it doesn't. So I get the flex out of it. But now I can start with the front piece. See if I can fit it in there. But this is good. No more jack stands, so I can move it around with the front attached. So just continue. See if I can get the front piece on. I want to get that on there and spot weld it before I finish for this weekend. So we'll see. Well, that's it for this weekend. I got done what I was planning on doing this weekend. So now it's all up in the air. No floor jacks, no jack stands. But I have a lot of reinforcement to do and like under here, fitting the 460 front to the 850 frame rails. But it's easier to work with it now. And like you saw with the cross laser and the angle, it's straight, really straight. So thanks for watching. New video next weekend. Bye.